Okay, so Assalamu alaikum. We are in Granada at the moment, and I'm with Ustad Adnan Rashid. It's great to be with you here in Spain again. And how many years has it been now that we've been doing these tours together?
Oh, subhanallah, nearly 3 years.
3 years now.
3 years,
How
and it
time
feels like
flies.
it feels like it's been 10 years.
Yes, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
So, what initially drew you to collaborate with Halal Getaways?
I came on a tour and I met Halal Getaways team here in Spain, and alhamdulillah, having had conversations with you, Brother Tariq, because you're the head of the team, I realized that we click on a lot of things. We have a lot of common interests. We love history, we love Islamic heritage, we love to talk about the Muslim civilization, we love to teach. So when I realized that you have the same passion as I may do, and I've been studying history formally, alhamdulillah, so this is when it all started. We know this, but this is for the audience.
Yes, of course.
That then we had a conversation, and alhamdulillah, since then we've been working together. We've been coming to Spain. A lot of people from the US, from Canada, from Australia, from the Middle East, as far as India, people have joined us on these tours, and they have been inspired.
Exactly, likewise, same for me. For me, we've worked with a lot of people before, but then when you came on one of our tours, and then I met you and I saw what you're about, I thought, okay, this is the perfect fit. You have the same passion for history, you have the same understanding, the lessons that we derive from history, etc. So yes, alhamdulillah, as you said, it's been nearly 3 years now. But as everybody, I think, mostly know that you are a historian, and that's the main reason that we as Halal Getaways wanted to work with you, is that you are a historian. I've been to your house in Pakistan, I've been to your house in London, and you pick up a cushion and you'll find a manuscript or a coin or something that and you open a cupboard and it's like full of Qurans and books and manuscripts.
Well, that's not the best stuff. The best stuff is not kept at home.
Yes,
just a disclaimer.
Yeah.
My best stuff is not kept at home.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah.
So, as a historian, from a historian's point of view, what made you think that this was more than just another guided tour? There's lots of travel agents and lots of people are coming and bringing groups to Spain, etc. What made you think, what made you feel that what we do is more than just a guided tour?
I think Halal Getaways makes it real. It brings people back to that age where all of this happened. For example, when we visit Seville, we look at Alcazar or Alcázar, okay? Then we go to Cordoba, then we visit Granada. And when people go into these sites, and we have very good guides to take us through as well, it becomes really real for them. They feel as if they are present at that time when Abdurrahman the First was initiating the Masjid project, or when the Nasrid dynasty was building Al-Hamra Palace, and as if the battles that were taking place between the Muslims and the Catholics from the north, people are just watching them. We show them castles, we show them battlegrounds, we show them places of siege where the siege took place. So it becomes real. This is what I found different with Halal Getaways, that people go with a real sense of appreciation of history, and they go completely changed. I have seen in people's behavior transformation. It happens so rapidly as they go along. You see that in the faces. So this is the greatest thing about Halal Getaways, that it becomes real. It is not something abstract. It's not just a book with ideas. Rather, they see it unfold before their eyes.
Okay, so over to you. I think you've got a...
I have a few questions for you, and I would like to ask Brother Tariq, tell me how Halal Getaways started. I've heard the story before. It's worth sharing with everyone here as well. I've heard the story. I know you've talked to me about this before, but would you like to tell us how it started?
Sure. So those that have traveled, they already know what we're about, but it all started many moons ago, more than 35 years ago.
Wow.
And it was a group of friends. We decided to go on a road trip, and where shall we go? We decided Spain. And history, looking at some of the history was there, but that wasn't the main reason that we came. It was a huge surprise, a huge shock. As soon as we entered Spain, my life completely changed. I was completely transformed. Reason being is that growing up in the West, we're led to believe that Islam and Muslims have nothing to do with the West whatsoever. Islam is something else. It comes from another place. It's alien to the West. And here I was on this trip, on this journey. When we visited the Alhambra, etc., I was absolutely blown away, and I was shocked at what is this doing here? What is this history? Who were these people? And then the more I researched and looked into it, I thought, wow, 800 years of Islam and Muslims here, and nobody knows about this, and the West is denying this. So that's where the idea was born, and that's where I decided that, okay, well, initially it was like somebody needs to highlight this history. And then I had, you could say, a realization that why somebody, it needs to be me. I'm the one that's seen it. So why am I waiting for somebody else to do it? So approximately 22 years ago, we started, it was Andalusian Roots initially, because we were just focusing on Spain itself.
So your organization was called Andalusian Roots?
Andalusian Roots.
Okay.
Because the idea was it's just Islamic Spain that we want to highlight.
Right.
And initially it was just youth work, Muslim youth work.
Right.
But then over the years it developed, we started to get more and more individuals coming, parents, adults, and many of them actually came on the same tour 3-4 times.
Yes, I've seen repetitions.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of repetitions.
have joined us over and over again.
Repeat visitors, yes, absolutely.
So they started to ask us for other destinations, and as you know yourself, we're working on those as well together, is that we introduced Turkey and Morocco as well.
Yeah.
So those are 3 destinations that we specialize in, and in a nutshell, that's how we started.
And that's a very good summary, and there's a lot more detail, by the way, because I've been with Brother Tariq for nearly 3-4 years now, and there is a lot more detail how all of this started. The story is fascinating. Brother Tariq came in the 90s, and he saw the potential to change the Muslim youth, and that's why he started working on the youth. My question is, why Islamic Spain, Brother Tariq? Okay, why did it move you so much that you built your life around it? I mean, you have pretty much given your life to Islamic Spain, Al-Andalus.
Well, the answer's in your question, that it moved me so much. The transformation was so much. I mean, I was only 18, 19 years old at the time, and living and following and trying to chase Western culture and trying to fit in with Western culture, searching for an identity, and then all of a sudden I came here to Spain, and the whole experience completely transformed me. It changed me, and I had this realization that, wow, as a Muslim, I do belong here in the West. As a Muslim, we have contributed. As a Muslim, our Islamic heritage has played a huge role in the development of Western civilization.
Absolutely.
And it's undeniable. There's one thing to read books and have somebody give you a lecture or talk about it and say, oh, once upon a time, yes, this happened, that happened. But to actually come here and see tangible evidence of it is just on another level.
Absolutely. I can remember, Brother Tariq, when I brought my children to this tour, and 3 of them, and I used to teach them theory, tell them about Islamic Spain, but it wasn't really having any serious impact on the psyche. But when they came on the ground and they walked through the arches of Masjid Qartaba, and when they saw the calligraphy and the artwork on the Alhambra Palace, they were completely blown away. I remember my daughter telling me that I had no idea that Muslims achieved this level of civilization in Western Europe.
West, exactly.
And I said, this is exactly the point.
Yes.
That's exactly the point. So thank you for that. Okay, what's the core mission of Halal Getaways?
Well, the core mission, as I mentioned, we've been doing this for 22 years, is mainly to highlight this history and get people to understand what was here, what Muslims achieved, and that we belong. But the main focus is youth, Muslim youth, especially in particular in the West. We're all aware of the identity crisis that they're going through, the systematic breakdown of our Muslim youth. We're all aware of it. The challenges are very, very difficult for Muslim youth. And for us to be able to bring them here, I feel that it really grounds them, and it strengthens their identity. It shows them that, okay, we as Muslims have been here a long time. We've done some amazing, amazing things, and there's no denial of this. And for you to be able to go back from here confident in who you are, how you belong here, and also to be inspired to become role models themselves in Western society. The West is hungry for answers today. You know, it's in a mess in itself. You know, society is breaking down, morals are decaying, people are looking for answers. And just like Muslims in the past came with those answers, Muslims of today, our youth today, need to look at history, learn from that, and provide answers today as well in our society, not just for Muslims, but for the whole of society, wherever they are, the communities that they are. And yes, I think that's very, very easily possible.
Okay, so this was an introduction of Halal Getaways and Brother Tariq, who has been here for nearly 30 years doing this work, and I have been involved lately. So we just wanted to introduce this work to you and tell you why it's important and why are we doing these tours to Islamic Spain and to Ottoman Turkey and other parts of the Muslim world. Inshallah, we will be talking more about it. There are more episodes coming where we will be discussing in detail as to what we are experiencing here and what we're trying to achieve. Until then, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.